everybody! Hi guys!
Stay strong.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay safe everyone.
Stay together.
Stay hydrated.
Stay fresh.
Stay strong, stay safe, stay at home. Stay at home, yeah? Stay at home.
くれぐれもお体をお大事に。
Good evening. Welcome back to iClub by IK Academy. For those who first heard about IK, IK stands for Integrating Knowledge. We are a technical training provider. We train, we integrate. We help technical professionals across the world to integrate what they have learned into their professional and personal lives. This is important because we believe that the correct technical know-how can save lives. All it takes is just the push of a wrong button. Neutrality is our priority. Rest assured that we are totally brand neutral with a strict focus on education because we know your next course of decisions depends on it. Drawing from decades of experience, our network of industry experts will bring practical wisdom to solutions. No textbooks, only experiences. At IK Academy, we believe learning is a lifelong process and Go Technical is what we emphasize. IK Evening Talk that you are watching now is part of the Learn with IK Live series organized by iClub by IK community page in Facebook. This community page is a platform of a free learning resources where we'll share articles, industry updates, networking, and some inspirational talk like what we are going to do tonight. So please help to hit the like button, follow us, and share this out so that more can be benefited from it. And also, please help to hashtag IK Academy as an encouragement to us. Thank you. When we are from a small town, we constantly dream about leaving it for bigger and better things. This is a kind of youthful optimism that stays with us. In this episode of this Inside Story, Shahriel, an engineer from Hartalega, will share with us his personal story. This is a tale of a young village boy who dared to dream big while still being humble to his roots. Let's welcome Mr. Shahriel. Hi, Shahriel. Hi,
Hi.
Shahriel. Yeah.
Hi, Emeline. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Shahriel. It's good to have you here with us today. How are you?
Hi, Emeline. I'm fine. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Shahriel, do you want to share with us a little bit about yourself?
So, first of all, I would like to thank Emeline and IK Academy for organizing this event and invited me. So, I'm very honored to be with you guys tonight. So, my name is Shahriel, and I graduated from UniKL in chemical engineering in bioprocess. So currently I'm working as an engineer in Hartalega. So it's a new place for me. Which is about for 3 months already.
So where are you originated from, Shahriel? You are from KL?
I'm from Kelantan at the countryside area at the Kolakrai. So I was born there in Kelantan, but I was raised in Selangor for 8 years. I've been in Selangor lah. So
I see.
So then my parents and I came back to Kelantan. Right now we are currently staying in Kelantan.
You're still staying in Kelantan and
Yes.
you are now working in Hartalega.
Yes, I'm working in Hartalega.
It's not in Kelantan, right?
That is very far away from my home.
Far away from your hometown. Shahriel, is being an engineer your dream since young?
So the first, I also not realize that I will become an engineer actually. So there's my dream is actually to become a doctor.
Oh,
so,
you wanted to be a doctor.
Yes, it's very
Come
far,
share
right?
with us. Yeah, what happened?
So typical. I would say typical Asian parents. They want his sons to become a doctor. So same as my parents. So
They want, but is it you want as well? They want or you want to?
They want, but in the meantime, I was get like a none of the kind of brainwash. Actually, I was very influenced. Yes, influenced by them, and actually, I was very good at the biology studies, and so that's why I became. Why not? I tried become doctor, right? So.
So what happened? I'm curious. What happened? Why didn't you pursue to become a doctor and now you're an engineer?
So moving forward when I get the SPM results, the result is not quite good to be a doctor actually, but I was given opportunity by the overseas university at the Egypt to pursue my dreams. That time I was really very, very happy. And when I know that I was go at Egypt, I was really happy, and I told my mom, and I see the first thing was I need to be the self-sponsored at the first year. Then the sponsor we can buy lah. So it mean that I need to spend my own money first at the first year, then will be converted to the.
Okay. So,
So
what stops you? Yep.
The time that stopped me because yeah, I told you that I came from a village, and I had my dad only working and my mom is only the rumah. So being
Housewife, right? She's
yes,
a housewife. So
Yeah.
only your dad
Only
is
my
a
dad is
breadwinner.
working.
So how many siblings are there?
I have 4 siblings total, all are females. Only
Right.
myself.
You are the only boy, and you are the
Only
eldest.
boy,
Are you the eldest?
Yes, I'm the eldest one.
Right. And then what happened? You can't afford.
The saddest part is seeing my parents sad because they can afford that, because to pursue the medic studies is quite a lot of money to possess, right? So I didn't blame them because there was support to get me into that. But of course, I was really sad at the time. I was dreaming about it.
Were you very disappointed? Were you, like asking, why me? Why I have the opportunity, but then now I can't? Why me? Did that cross your mind that time?
So that time, yes, of course, I felt that why me, when this I get this like a golden opportunity, right? So it hits me really hard that time. I felt that I don't want to talk with anybody. I feel that I stuck in the deep hole. There's like no light over there.
It's a well, like a well.
But great thing is I didn't drag this too much lah. Yes, it's not wrong for us to get a skill set about this. It's our dream, right? So it's a normal thing in the life. But what is not normal is you don't drag your sadness is too much.
So that means it does not kill your dream. That time, does it kill your dream for a while? Like, I don't dream big anymore. I'm just a village guy. I'm nobody, Did it kill your dream for a while?
At the time lah, I felt that I will not see myself as a doctor. I feel that never mind lah. But I just go for another. But didn't have a plan that time. So I just gamble. I would say gamble lah that time. Whenever it comes,
whatever comes, you just take it. But that time you are a little bit demotivated. Can I say that? Just a little bit, or not at all? It's lying if you say no, right?
Yes, I will very disappointed so much until my counselor at my school, my previous school, he came, he talked to my mothers. I will disappoint. I felt that almost 3 months. I felt that way. I felt I don't want to talk with anybody, including my parents or my siblings. And yeah, a great thing the counselor reached me and just motivate me.
Right. So how do you actually get out from that and actually just decided to move on? What actually motivates you?
Actually, that time during the counseling talk, my previous teachers would say that this isn't the end of my life yet, because at that time I was quite young, 18 at the moment.
Yes, SPM.
So 18 SPM at the moment. So life has the way they far beyond to you, right? I mean, it's like you have more to come, more anything you want to do is not stop here. So what we say, what my counselors talk, that that is I need to get up myself. Being offered on the medical after SPM is not only the choice. You have a plenty of choice. For example, you take the STPM or you take the pre-university course or something like that. So that time I was not known about that. I just know that after SPM, if you got offered to the medical school, then you can be a doctor. So that's what was kind of mindset of mine.
Right. Then after that, what happened?
After that, I did apply some of the I would say matriculation course, but this time the disappointment is still there with me. Yeah, I would say I apply the course very far from home. Actually at the matriculation of Sabah and Sarawak. This is my first in the SPM and in the government application. You need to apply for 3 places you want to pursue your study after SPM, which is 3. The first one I take the Sabah, matriculation Sabah, Sarawak, and the last one is the matriculation at Kedah, the A-level at Kedah. So to cut it off, time flies, everything. So I get the result lah. So what happened is I didn't get my first and second choice. So I feel disappointed again.
But it still doesn't actually, you decide, I just not jadi, I just stay in the village and just, don't need lah, I don't need to get out. It doesn't actually cross your mind at all?
Yes, actually it's crossed my mind, but seeing myself as the eldest brother for my siblings and only son for my parents. So it's not good a thing to get
you still need to be a good role model to your siblings, right?
So even though how sad you are or how disappointed you are, you must not giving up yourself, especially your parents.
Right. So good news come after that. Any good news?
The good news, I will say I not expected this because this is my the A-level is my third choice at the College Metropolitan School Lim, Kedah. So I was offered to study over there for 1 year. So turnouts, so it's not much, I would say, because only 1 year you do not
matriculation.
Yes, you do not meet so much people. You tak sempat pun nak kenal everyone right over there.
So the moment when you actually being offered A-level, you just take what is being offered, is it? You didn't consider so much.
That time, there's a choice of the studies. We have pure science, we have physical studies, and we have biological. And of course, seeing biology term over there, so I was very attracted to the course lah. So I take the third course, which is biology studies.
I see. And then how's your uni life, Shahriel?
So after completed the A-level for 1 year, I would say I quite disappointed with the result also. So because that time I was in the midst of the disappointment, and I would say I have no idea what's going on over there, because I just take the A-level because I felt disappointed and like just go with it. Then turn out the result is not very good, and I didn't apply any university in Malaysia except for Uni KL, because it's totally owned by Mara. So my A-level was that time also is under Mara. So I just see the path. I will say that I will just going to study under Mara. So then I don't want to apply to the another unis like my friends. Most of them like to apply at the UiTM, everything, right? So So
But why you only stick to Mara?
because actually it's good benefits for us also in especially in study, because now I would say the course that I'm taking for chemical engineering is about roughly is 95,000 ringgit Malaysia total cost. When you proceed under Mara, you did not pay it for total 100% lah. It means
They
that it
subsidize
depends.
it. They
Yes,
support it.
subsidized, and depends on your grade at that time lah. If
So
you grade,
it's also because of your financial background that you
yes,
decided. That's why you
I
got no
was
much choice.
yeah, no much choice, and I felt that I don't want to burden my parents with my education thing and so on,
I
because
see.
that time I was seeing them feeling sad about
The doctor, the medical.
medical offered. It's very hard for me to see them very sad again. So I don't
Right.
want to
Burden them.
visit them, bother them about this. So that time I always feel that I was going alone, just I would say the redah lah, whatever can in front of me.
Right. So Shahriel, does this actually all this incident, right? And also,
Yeah.
like your financial restriction, it impacted on your self-confidence? Do you start to think that, you are nobody, you are so small, you are so tiny at that time? Are you
Yeah.
so cheerful that time? Do you look how you look like last time and now?
No, it's very different kind of me, different of person, I would say. That time I was really, I would say, what is it, people, introvert, yes, the introvert person, I can type of people. I'm afraid to meet new people, even though in the classes, I was sitting at the very corner or back side of the classroom, in order don't want to anyone to recognize me, especially the teachers that are teaching that time. So I was really afraid. For example, that there's quizzes or some discussion in this room, in the classroom, right? I was really afraid of that. So I just keep quiet and just standing at the back.
Right.
Yeah. So,
So
very affect me lah that time.
So how do you get out of it? Is there anything that happened in between that actually make you realize that I still have a big dream? It's nothing. How do you get out of that?
So where the moment when I realized that is whenever I get my first job actually. It's actually it's not a permanent job, but the contract, I would say, but I managed to get them rather than my old colleague. Before that, I want to share that I have at the university life, I very bad. I would say I very nakal at that time. That because
very naughty, very playful.
Yes, not naughty on the bad side, because I very active in sport actually. So I tends to banyak main lah instead of studying. So that tends me to extend my semester at that time. So yeah, another storms that coming in.
So you're already the very shy guy. You thought that you can actually play sports to release stress, but then that gives you another stress because you have to hold on another semester.
One semester, yes.
Right.
That's very painful for me, because we get it in the university and with the same friends, and seeing your friends graduated on time is very make you sad. So that time I really I feel that, oh gosh, another thing's gonna hit me again. So I very feel sad about it.
So you are being hit hard.
I would say that.
Yeah. So how do you? Where do you realize? When did you realize that me, Shahriel, I'm somebody? It's just my perception. All this is just my perception. Is there anything happen or anybody that come into your life that changed all this to mold who you are today?
That time I was realized whenever, yes, I would say I got my first job actually in University Science Malaysia. Actually, that place is when I do my internship period.
Right.
So my internship was for 6 months time. So I mean like after the period of 6 months, I was absorbed just like I was absorbed
They
to
absorb being a permanent staff, is it?
permanent
They offer you a permanent position.
permanent position, but in the contract
Still
terms lah.
contract
Yeah.
basis.
So I realized like that time, I see my colleagues, my others friends that graduated on time that time still struggling with to find another works, while me they're being extended for one semester still got a chance to
Get a
got
job
a,
fast.
get a job faster. Then so it makes me think lah. Whenever the storms came, it's gonna be I mean the pelangi over there, right? After that, so it's very like feel myself as I feel that I must not continues to be to still keep disappointed for my life or everything. So just realize that at that time lah.
Right. So, Shahriel, do you have any advice for those who are facing the same now? Like, for example, their environment or their situation doesn't allow them to go for what they wish for, or if let's say they are in the whirlpool of, everything doesn't seem right. I keep failing. I'm a loser. Like you. You go in and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
sitting at the corner, and then I come from a village. I'm poor, and then suddenly semester extended. I think that time you didn't see it as your mistake that you playful, right? That time you didn't see. Only when you look back, you realize it's
yeah.
because you are playful. But if
Mm-mm.
for those who actually inside the whirlpool of thinking that I'm nobody, everything seems to be not right, seems to be against me. Because I think actually I'm very blessed to have you with us tonight, because you have gone through it, and you actually you succeeded in a way to get out of the whirlpool. Can you share with us, how do you get out of the self-doubt or self-esteem, low self-esteem?
In that so losing or facing a problem is a normal in our daily life, right? So I faced a lot of failures before, and of course I've been sad at the moment for quite some times, but as a person who wants to succeed or you want to get out of this problem, I would say you must not drag this problem too
Too
much
long.
for you. Yeah, too long. Yeah.
How
It's
long
a,
is too long, Shahriel? How long is too long?
it depends on the person itself lah, actually. But the fastest you get out from it is the better lah. To say sometimes we cannot uh, take the problem same as others, right? Different people, different problem they had. So yeah, like I said, the fastest you can realize that and you can get up from it, it's better lah. So apart from that, the failure also makes myself, I would say not myself lah. The failure actually makes ourselves in this life or anyone in this world, it's gonna be strain us so much lah. If
Right.
without the failures, we cannot uh, learn anything from it, right?
Right.
You said that's why I said the failure or the disappointment is a natural part of life. You must not afraid of a failure. You just try to endure that, try to learn from that.
So even though the environment or the situation does not allow us, we
Mm-mm.
should continue to dream big, right?
Yes.
Shahriel, that time when you're going through, do you tend to hide yourself in a room? Like you say, right? You actually go to one corner. Do you tend to actually hide yourself and shut yourself down so that you don't meet people?
That time, after I felt that after I got extended for one semester, uh, I thought that during the offer of the doctor is gonna hit me more,
Bad.
right? But gonna bad. But this time I was almost on the graduate, but need to get extend 1 year. This really hits me hard, I would say.
Mm.
So yeah, I sometimes I feel I crying alone in the room for myself. I looks heartbroken lah, I would say, because it's nobody else with you, just yourself. As of course there are other guy also, but the thing is, all of my classmates, most of them are graduated on time. So on the extended period during classes also, I feel like I don't want to study anymore. Sometimes I feel that, but like I said, the faster you get up from the problem is better. Like so what I did is, I think that how long I want to take this, how long I want to hold this, right? So uh, I just think I need to finish my study faster, and so that I can just graduate it. And it doesn't matter I graduated on time or not, as long as I graduated and I can do my internship. So
Right.
that's the end. It's very too long for me because my course is take for 4 years. 4 years actually to finish it, but I extended, and so take me for 4.5 years now.
Right. Shahriel, do you have someone that you look up to in your life? Who is that?
My father lah, I would say,
Mm.
because I was really glad for my father, because in our family is I would say it's not high educated in educated kind of family lah. I just even though that my parents have not given the opportunities like me to grow up, but still they can afford this. They managed to get me for the good educational and everything. So I'm really proud of them, because yeah, I think everyone their role model is their parents, right? So without your parents, you have nothing.
Right.
So same as me. I said that without my father, my mother, I will not stand where I'm standing here.
Right. Your parents are still in Kelantan now.
Yes, they're in Kelantan right now.
Do you have any
Still
words?
working.
Do you have any words for them? When was the last time you actually visit them at home?
Last time I was visited on the January.
2 months ago.
Because
Right.
during the pandemic, actually, Emily, I was not going at the hometown actually for 2 years. So now the border are open, right? So that's why the last time I was seeing that is on the January lah. So before that, it's been like 2.5 years actually I didn't meet them
Right.
during my workplace. Yeah.
Since you're alive and now thanks to the technologies, if they are
Yeah.
watching, do you have any words for your parents? You can speak in Bahasa, whatever, language that you're comfortable.
Yeah, actually, if I spoke in English, maybe they will understand that. So if I call them Umi for my mother, Umi and Abah.
Yes, come talk to them.
If you're watching this, first of all, okay, Umi Abah. So here I am today. Kat sini Along. So I give myself Along as in the family. So I would nak berterima kasih lah kepada Umi Abah. So tanpa Umi Abah punya struggle, Umi Abah punya tunjuk ajar semua sekali, Along takkan berada kat mana tempat Along berada sekarang lah. Especially sekarang tengah live, tengah share momen ni dengan semua orang. So Along nak kongsikan yang Along sangat berbangga lah ada parents macam Umi Rabah. Walaupun kita bukan dari keluarga yang senang, tapi Umi Abah berjaya lah didik Adam sampai boleh jadi engineer sampai sekarang. So actually really the engineer title is the only title gone in my village lah. No one has been an engineer so far. So
Professional.
yeah, so I'm very proud. I want to make them very proud of me. So every time my parents talk with other peoples in the village, or they will say that my son is an engineer. So it's a very I finally even though I cannot be a doctor, so it's another thing, but it's okay also, I guess, right?
Yes, I think they are very proud of you, and I can sense that you love them a lot, Shahriel.
Yes, of course.
Your message finished already, just now halfway. The important part macam belum cakap lagi.
Which part, right? Okay, that.
The part that man is very difficult to say. You know, it's very difficult to come out from man's mouth.
Of course lah. I love you, both of you.
Right. Thank you very much, Shahriel. It touches my heart. You know, I think it touched your parents too. You know, that is what actually our parents want. You know, sometimes we think that as when we are young, we don't know why they want it so much. But when we grow older, we tend to understand that, you know, that's how our parents hope that we have a better life compared to them. Right. Shahriel, when you look back now, are you thankful that you grew up in a village? If let's say we can turn back time, do you want to, you know, I want to be somebody, I want to be born somewhere, or you're actually thankful that, you know, I'm a village boy?
I would say that I'm very proud of where I begin with, because I would say if all this difficulty of the hardship I was facing before this, I will not become what I am supposed to be right now, right? So it's, of course, the experience from the past is teach me a lot, especially in decision making in life, I would say. So I would say maybe during that time I would have a came from a very wealthy family. I not facing all this hardship, everything. I will not become who am I today. So I believe that every struggles or everything that made your life difficult, at the end of the day, is gonna be something worth it. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to get right now, because for the past previous my life, I faced a lot of difficulty. So this time I would say it's less. It's, of course, they got the difficulty also in the work, but it's very I would say in the positive way lah. I start to see the outcomes already, the good outcomes. I can do anything with my parents. And of course, my parents are also very proud of me right now. So that's the most thing.
The hard time that you have passed through have molded you to who you are. I think basically you still have hard time now. It's just that, right, you have gone through the big hard time. So all these are very little one for you.
Because everything the difficulty you can buy today, especially in workplace or work life, any problems, I rasa macam this is very not too much for me. I can handle that, because previously I handled the more problems, right? So right now, just a basic thing lah for me.
Yes, I actually I can prove it. You know, audiences, for your information, Shahriel is currently under quarantine.
Yes.
And you can see he's actually coughing. And a few days ago, he was telling me that, you know, I was being quarantined and I was being tested positive COVID. Yeah, because of, you know, there is actually spreading among the housemate. So I was worrying about, you know, are you okay? You know, he said, Emeline, I have fever, I have cough, but I think I'm okay. So here you are watching Shahriel, and he's actually sick, but he's willing to actually put it, you know, the effort to share with us his story. I appreciate that a lot, Shahriel. Thank you very much.
Because I would say that this is a very golden opportunity for me, even though I'm sick or what, I take this as my problem also. So the opportunity especially in golden opportunity comes once in a lifetime. So I take this session is like my opportunity to grow me for the another person lah. So I feel that if I want to not to do it for tonight, yes I can, of course, right? I can say to you, and then I cannot do for tonight, sorry, everything. But I feel that this is not me. But as I've been through of this, this is not me. Just I want to experience this. I want to just be positive, even though I have a problem. So here I am today. I'm glad to share. Yeah, I'm glad to share all my stories to all of you. I hope the same things are for you guys also. Everything. Yeah.
Shahriel, did you learn something from the pandemic?
The pandemic, yes, of course, Amelie. Right now, you see the especially in job opportunities right now, it's very hard for any people out there to secure a position. Especially in my expertise is on manufacturing. So in the manufacturing is well exposed to the COVID, right? So it's a lot harder than other people think. So to get the interview is hard actually in this European pandemic. Rather than before this, you just can walk in on the certain company, just interview. Right now, everything is going through email, everything going through the what we call fasa untuk pemilihan, something like that, for interview. I know that every HR in the company is their workload is a very so much lah, especially in hiring. So to get hired in this pandemic actually is the priceless moment, I would say, for everybody. So if you guys are being hired in this COVID pandemics, I would say that you guys are already a strong candidate lah for them, because without your your background or everything you submit to the HR, if the HR is not interested to you, they just swipe to the left, just like that, right?
So they are very selective, right?
Selective, yeah. So be proud of yourself lah, actually, if you got any kind of job interviews, despite you've gone through it or you have not secured the place, you just be proud of yourself.
Right. Shahriel, do you think that achieving goal is a straight line? If like rock hits us in between and we feel like giving up, how should we react? I think you're a very good person to advise us. Do you have any tips for us? Halfway, I don't think achieving a goal is a straight line. Definitely there is up and down. But then if we feel like giving up, the moment we feel like giving up, how should we react? Do you have any advice for us?
Yes, Emily, in order to we get succeed, so I would say that we have a straight line over here. Of course, in order to succeed,
any engineer talking about goal.
So,
yeah, okay, straight line.
we have you just imagine that we have a straight line over here. So where your starting point is and the end of the
finishing
line,
line.
the finishing line. So between this, you cannot see anything. You cannot see the straight or the how miserable is this. But of course, I would tell you, in order we want to get succeed, you must go through the miserable part, of course. So my advice is, do not expect anything good when you want to achieve something good in your life. I mean, like, you cannot think that, oh, I want to be a manager in for example, I want to be a manager in 5 years, but it's come along just smooth like that. No, you must expect the
challenge
the challenge and everything, so that whenever the challenge came, we'll be ready for it.
Mm.
So that's my share, my
So
advice.
always have the mindset when
Always have a
it
mindset.
will comes in a package, right? The challenge is part of it, right?
For you just think, if you think that everything will be smooth in order you to get something, suddenly the problem came. Of course, you feel that very disappointed, right? Instead of you being ready for that, be prepared, and you can face that problem. So
Problem comes, problem goes, right? That's life.
yes, problems can go. Yeah, true.
Shahriel, do you believe in work-life balance?
Yes, Emily. For me, work-life balance is a very crucial part in my life because uh, working, for example, for me, 9 hours per day is a very, I would say, the maximum times for me to get work, because in life everyone have 24 hours in their life, right? So you spend a lot of time on works and spend a lot of time for sleep also. So just remaining hours, that's a pure time for
For
you to
yourself.
spend for yourself, for your family, everything, so on set. So if you, I feel I understand that some people are uh, very, I would say, rajin to go work, to do overtime, everything, but somehow someday or sooner or later you will realize
Feel
that,
tired.
yeah, feel tired of yourself also. So
So how to
make,
enjoy work-life balance? When we do go to office, we have to have certain attitude, is it, in order
mm,
for us to achieve work-life balance?
yes, I will share my perspective on this
Yes,
because
please.
every time I go to work, uh, I need to set a job list, what I'm gonna achieve today, what I'm gonna settle by today. All are in the one. Doesn't matter lah, on your phone or your parchment of papers or anything. You can just list out the things you need to complete that day. Uh, in order you be focused on what did you need to do at that time lah. So I did it every day without fail, starting from my first job actually. Even though that time I was don't know anything, but at least lah, when we want to do something, we want to have a objective lah, let's say.
You plan
You
and work
plan
accordingly.
everything.
So maknanya when you actually work that 9 hours, you really work. You will put every personal things beside, and then you really focus at your work only to make sure you achieve your objective within that 9 hours, is it?
Yes, especially now in my current company where the phones are not being allowed to bring inside the production. So that's make my works, I would say, effective lah.
So you're
So
not angry. Were you angry your personal phone you cannot bring it to work?
actually, at first I was shocked lah, because my previous company I can allow my personal phone inside, but I understood that
The reason.
the reason behind it for the Hartalega is not bringing the phone or personal phone is we want to secure
The
the
privacy.
information and the
Mm.
privacy of the manufacturing and so on. But they gave us the phones also to communicate inside the plant. So yeah, I will use that phone in
For
order
work
to
purpose.
for work purpose. Yes.
So when you look back, actually it helps you to focus at your work and make sure everything is achieved within that 9 hours.
Yes. Yes.
Therefore, you are
Sometimes,
able. Sometimes, sorry.
sometimes, sometimes people get distracted, right, with their personal phone. If myself also, if I got my personal phone before this in my company previous, I tends to open WhatsApp, everything, so on, unintentionally lah, I would say. So that's disrupt us lah in doing our current job. So the good thing is my new company is they provided the phone company lah, in order we want to
For company
communicate.
use only, right?
So after finish for
the
the work period, you can use your phone normally.
Yeah. So when you look
Doesn't matter.
positive at this implementation, you appreciate it because it helped you to finish your work on time because you're more disciplined, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Shahriel, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
So actually, in the 5 years, I would like myself to take the management area, like management roles, especially to become like the assistant manager, something like that. I want to be like a senior position, especially in 5 years, because I've been in this works manufacturing line for almost 3 years already. So I'm confident for myself that in the 5 years later, I will become at least senior executive lah. So I would say the previous experience have taught me a lot, and so in the meantime, in order for myself to get the as I wanted, for example, as the
To
assistant
achieve your
manager,
dream.
to achieve my dreams, I already expected there's a lot of challenges
Challenges.
also. So I know already there's not easy to become a assistant manager. So it's okay. I will face it. Just need a proper plan now, everything. So that's my overview for my five.
Very
Next.
good. Very good. Shahriel, you have a very important tips that you want to share, sorry, with our audience, right? During interview. You actually
Ah,
reminded me, Emmeline, I want to share this. This one I must share. So what is
oh
the tips
yes.
that you want to share with the rest?
First of all, I will share my experience first. During my first interview, that was interviewed open interview in the Penang at that time. So that time I was really not, I would say not ready lah. I mean, I just ready, but there's something that missing from that part, which is the blessing from the parents. So my message is, my tips is, every time you got called for the interview or call of the work, everything lah, you first thing is you must share to your parents first.
To get their
That's
blessing.
to get their blessing. That is my tips because I learned from my first mistake, which is my first interview. So I never told my mom I will go to the interview. I just go YOLO, something like that. Just take that, and then I realized that the interview session was bad, totally bad enough for me. I feel embarrassed for myself if I remember that again. So the good thing is I did the best for my second interview, because I got the second interview. I just told my mom and wished for her blessing. And even though I felt that time I very nervous and I am not ready. I feel not ready for this interview. With their blessing, I feel that during that time it's very smooth for me.
Comfort. You feel more
Comfort, yes.
comfort, yes. And
So
confident as well.
regardless how many ready you are, without your parents' blessing, you feel something wrong with it. So the tips is always get your parent blessing first, and then of course lah, you need to be ready on the technical way on how to be a good.
Yeah, lucky you say
Yeah.
this.
I like yeah.
Or else, right? Everybody say I called my parents, but I still didn't get any interview.
No, of course, this is a major part lah. To know to
Right.
improve yourself for interview is a very crucial part also. So don't forget it.
Right. Right. Audiences, do you have any questions for Shahriel before I let him go? I think I have to let him go sooner because I think he's actually suffering from his sore throat, but he's trying very bad, his very best. Right, Shahriel, we have actually almost come to an end. If there's no question, right? Do you have any words of encouragement for our audiences who are watching tonight before I say goodbye?
So first of all, for those outside there, thanks for joining us for today's session. So I really appreciate your guys' times, and I hope that whoever or whoever you are outside there who are facing right now the problem, the biggest problem in your life, just not. I would say that it's okay first. At first, it's okay to have a disappointment and everything. But as I mentioned before, the good thing is you need to get out from the problem is the faster is the better lah. So not to drag the sadness for too long and try to make out any plans, everything. It's not that if for example you want to be a doctor, you cannot be a doctor, you cannot be another things. That means for me, I see that myself cannot be a doctor, but I can be engineer. So the life outside there is very big. So many opportunities, lot of opportunities over there also. So you need to find yourself first lah. You need to plan everything and so on. Not have a proper plans and everything. And of course, during this pandemic, I would suggest that ourselves need to be prepared for the communication way in this, especially in the interview. So you see on how you can improve yourself during the interview, so that the hiring manager or something like very interested and very wants to get you on their company lah. So apart from that, also you need to be a very positive person despite all the problem you faces. As I mentioned before, you instead of you not ready for that, you must be ready for anything you want to plan. If you, for example, if you want to be a good manager in 5 years, you must expect it the worst
journey,
part, the journey over there. Not to say that your journey will be smooth over time. There's a lot of difficulty will be facing on. So that's all I guess I will be share for you.
There's always rainbow after the rain, right?
Yeah,
like
there's
Shahriel
always
said.
rainbow after the rain. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can reach Shahriel via LinkedIn if you want to connect with him, right? To know more about how he has actually experienced all this and go through it. I think he's actually a very nice person that you can actually befriend. Shahriel, you welcome all the friends, right?
Yes, of course. You guys can reach me through LinkedIn, especially. You just search my name, Shahriel Azhar, so there will appear on that. Or you can search in Emily's
Emily's friend.
profile. Yes, I will be there.
Right. Shahriel, I'm just wondering, how old are you, if you don't mind, if it's not a secret?
I'm 27 this year.
Very young.
Not officially.
Not officially.
Yes, but I'm 27 this year.
You have a very bright future. Thank you so much, Shahriel, for your humble sharing. And we wish you all the best and get well soon. Most importantly, take good care of yourself. Thank you for tonight. Yeah, you know, you have I think it's actually very suffer for you, your sore throat. But we pray that you actually get well soon. Yeah, Shahriel?
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
very
you, Emily.
much. Thank you
you
very much.
I appreciate that.
Thank you for having us today, audiences. Maybe you would like to leave a thank you note as a gesture to Shahriel. Please stay tuned with us at iClub by IK Academy for upcoming webinar, which will be delivered in Bahasa Malaysia for the first time this Saturday at 12 p.m. on Sistem Pencegahan Kebakaran by Mr. Anggapan, the Facility Management Consultant. Following Tuesday, we will also have another webinar with Dr. Kavati, the BCDR expert, sharing with us on crisis management and communications at 10 a.m. Malaysia time, together with IK host, Miss Diana. So please find the registration link in the comment. Yeah. Thank you once again for being with us tonight. Stay safe and good night from me, Emmeline at IK Academy. See you next time. Bye. Thanks, Shahriel. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone.
Everyone.
Hello everybody.
Hi everybody.
Hi guys.
Hello, everyone.
Stay strong.
Stay strong.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay safe, everyone. Stay together. Stay hydrated. Stay strong, stay safe, stay at home. Stay at home, yeah. Stay at home.
くれぐれもお体をお大事に。